we work in a hypertrophy series, then we focus on a core series, and then we finish with a conditioning complex. So before we get started with the workout, the dumbbell clean is going to focus on that shallow hip extension, really explosive, similar to a barbell clean or a kettlebell swing. The push press, now we're going overhead, focusing on explosive movement, really keeping the core tight and getting that nice lockout in the overhead position. And then the dumbbell front squat, holding the dumbbells in that rack position. You can either go palms in or palms facing your chest. Either one's cool. But remember, vertical torso, core control. I want a controlled motion on the descent, and then fire it up as you come out of the hole. The next step in this workout is the hypertrophy series. So we're going to work in 4 sets of 10 per exercise. That's right in the middle of that hypertrophy continuum. You're going to go through each exercise back to back and then take about 60 seconds rest before you go back and start it over again. First exercise is going to be your dumbbell crush press. We're going to do this on the floor, so you don't need a bench of any kind. The crush press, you're going to squeeze those dumbbells together like you're pushing in at the top of a fly as you go through that pressing motion. It's going to really increase the time under tension of your chest, your pectoral muscles during that floor press. After the floor press, set the dumbbells down. You're going to get up. We're going to do a set of 10 bent over rows. Again, don't rush through the rows. Give me a big squeeze at the top, pulling the elbows up, working on time under tension, muscular tension for this hypertrophy complex. After the bent over rows, you're going to go into a reverse lunge. You're going to do 10 reps on each leg. You're going to pick one side, do 10, and then the other side, do 10. 2 options as far as where you hold the dumbbells on this. You can hold them down by your side, but if your grip's getting a little shot, because sometimes it does on these, you can hold the dumbbells in the rack position. Either one is cool. The rack's going to give you a little more core work. Down here, it's going to give you a little more grip work, so wherever you're at, it's going to work the legs just the same. Next up is our core focus dumbbell series. You're going to go 2 rounds on each arm. You go through the entire 4 exercises with your right hand, take a short break, then go through the entire 4 exercises with your left hand. We're going to start out with a dumbbell snatch. One of my favorite exercises to work some explosive movements, but also what it does is going to get you a little out of breath. One of the most crucial times to be able to control your core and posture is when you're breathing heavily. When we're doing the farmer's carry, one thing I want you to focus on is shifting your body weight slightly towards the side of the dumbbell. Your body's going to want to naturally shift away from it to bring that dumbbell closer to your center of gravity as a compensation. Shift your shoulders slightly towards that dumbbell. It's going to straighten you out, and you're going to walk that 100 feet down and then get down on the floor for the get-up sit-ups. 2 things I want you to focus on this. One is the arm with the dumbbell in it is locked out completely straight, and your eyes are going to be on that dumbbell the whole time. That's going to help keep the balance of that dumbbell as you keep it overhead. The get-up is more of a rolling motion, so a little trick. You're going to push through your heel that's on the floor on that bent knee side. You're going to do 8 reps of that, set the dumbbell down, and now we go into our single arm plank row. It's like a renegade row, but we're just going to use one arm at a time. I like to elevate the other hand. That gives you full range of motion in that row, so you're not selling yourself short at the bottom there. A little wider stance in back. Make sure you maintain that proper hip stability, so the hips are squared up to the floor, so everything's squared, shoulders, hips, nice tight rowing motion, and return. Take a short break, and then do the whole thing all on your left side. Conditioning complex, you're just going to go through 2 rounds of this. First exercise, a split stance alternating hammer curl. The split stance position I want to put you in here, that back leg's going to be extended a little further than you would be in a normal split squat position, but we're still going to work that back glute tucked under and fired, and abs really, really tight, as we want to keep that torso very vertical the entire time. 20 reps, 10 each arm of an alternating hammer curl. Switch the legs. You're going to go immediately into an alternating shoulder press. We're going to keep that grip neutral, so palms in the whole time. No need to rotate at the top. We want these moving at a pretty quick clip, but maintaining good form and posture, of course. After you finish the 20 reps of the alternating shoulder press, dumbbells come back down to your side. We do 20 split switches. Now we're going to switch our right leg in front to our left leg from that split stance back and forth. couple cues on this. Again, I want to maintain that vertical torso, and also I want you to try to keep your hips as low as possible, so we're not jumping up and down off the floor. They'll move a little bit, but the idea is to move your feet as quickly as you can back and forth rather than getting that vertical elevation off the floor. When you finish that, we come back to a squared up stance, feet hip width apart, and we finish with 10 squat curl to presses. So it's going to be a squat, hammer curl, and press overhead for 10 reps. You're going to rest about 60 seconds and then do that one more time to finish off the workout. Use this workout to improve really your overall strength and conditioning. Program it in twice a week, giving at least 2 rest days between each workout. Do that for 3 weeks. If you like the results, you can tack on another week or 2, maybe increase the loading or decrease your rest time in between work sets to keep making some gains on it. So if you have any questions on this workout, find me on Instagram or my website, spearstrength.com. And for more free videos and articles like this, keep coming back to bodybuilding.com.